Hi, my name's Wenda O'Neill from O'Neill Artworks and LightboxSVG.com, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble this amazing file that I created for Cricut. This is an 11-inch cardstock lantern, just beautiful. I love this design. It's easy. I'm going to show you how to make it in under 10 minutes. Okay, let's get started. Here's what I've cut. I have two pieces with two panels each. I have two pieces of the base, and I have 4 pieces of vellum. Today, I'm going to assemble this lantern using double-sided crafter's tape because it's fast, it shows how to assemble it, and frankly, I can't be trusted with a glue gun because I burn myself every single time. The first thing we're going to do is put the vellum on the panels. And when you're putting your panels together, make sure that the tab is lined up with a flat side. So you want to take a look at the cardstock that you have and determine which side you want facing out. And once you've decided which side you want facing out, then make sure that you put the flat side against a tabbed side, and that's how we're going to attach the sides together. See? Okay. Again, I'm just going to be using the double-sided crafter's tape, and before I do that, I take all of the perforations and I fold on all of the perforations. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. You're going to get very bored of watching me fold on all of the perforations. Okay, now let's attach them together, and with the part that you want facing out, let's put your panels together matching a flat side with the tab. And I'm just going to put some double-sided tape on the inside of the flat side. You can use a glue gun if you can be trusted, which I can't. And then just kind of line up the foot. Here, let me see if I can just make this a little easier to see. And I'm lining up the top to also meet as if it were a continuous cut. Now I'm going to put double-sided adhesive tape on the inside of the lantern where I want to stick the vellum. And I just am making a square around where I'm going to be putting the vellum. And this is one of the reasons I really love double-sided tape. I can just do this and then go back and stick it on. I don't have to worry about it drying and seizing up like hot glue. Plus, as you can see, I'd be burning my fingers right now if this were hot glue. But I'm just going to lay the vellum on and press it into the double-sided tape. So nice. It's actually pretty satisfying. Okay, let's set aside the lantern so far and assemble the base. And essentially, we're going to do what we did before. We're going to fold at the perforated edges. There is going to be, this is going to be a base that is going to attach to the inside of your lantern and provide you with a hole that you can stick a battery operated candle in, or you can stick fairy lights in. You cannot use a real candle in this lantern. It's made out of paper. So we're going to attach this base to itself and make it a nice long string of base, as if it were all cut on a single sheet of paper. The reason that it's cut into several pieces, just like the lantern, is that I've used 12 by 12 cardstock. So in order to get everything cut correctly, I need to cut them into pieces. And that's why I've created this design to assemble this way and cut into pieces. So let's put that together. And now you'll see that we can match this to the feet of the lantern. And you want to make sure that you have the side with the tabs and everything matches. And what I'm doing is bending my tabs down and away, because what will happen is when you close the lantern, you want the base to sit on top of the tabs that you've just created. So I'm going to put some double-sided tape on the base. Again, I love double-sided tape because it really gives me time to think about how I want to put this together and how everything's going to work. I'm just going to glom it on there. So sticky. But guess what? I am not burning my fingers. I know, I just can't let that go because I do have a problem. All right, so everything is nice and sticky. And now I'm going to match what I've cut to the legs of the lantern. And notice the tab on the base is pointing towards me. And I'm just going to fold this a little bit to try and keep it into the picture. Oh, that sort of messed it up. Let me fix that. So I'm matching the feet. It's sort of a pedestal lantern, right? So I'm matching the feet with the lantern that I've already got going on there. Let me fix that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now I'm going to fold down the tabs towards me. And you can see that when I fold that down towards me, when I shut this lantern, that base is going to sit on top of those tabs. So let me put the double-sided adhesive tape on the base. That's going to make it a little bit easier for me personally because I struggle. And with it on the base, I can just push the tab into the base. Check this out. Right? So that's one tab. I'm just going to use a tool here to really kind of push it in really firmly. Pull down the next one. Fold it over. Right? You see what I'm doing? Just going to pinch it in, push it in, use a tool to really firmly get that attached. I know, it's so pretty. So I'm going to put some double-sided adhesive tape on this edge here, because when I close this, I'll be closing the side. I might as well close the base and close the side of my lantern as well. So I'm going to just stick that underneath. But what I noticed is, and let me see if I can, let me just get this stuck in. In trying to get this tab in, I noticed that it's going to be, I'm going to need to tuck it under. So I'm just going to pull this piece that I've attached with, thankfully, double-sided tape. And I'm going to pull it apart so that I can stick that lip in so that the rest of it will follow suit. So let me pull it apart. And if you were forward thinking and if you've watched this in advance, you would not attach the last pedestal like I did. And now I'm just attaching this. I'm going to use my tool to help pinch it. So I feel like if I was using a glue gun, I would need to do this much slower. I wouldn't be able to get this all in a nice, quick 15-minute video for you. I'd be doing it much slower. And the last bit is so easy. I will tell you that the double-sided adhesive tape works great, but it is not permanent. These particular pieces at the top kind of pop open when you only use double-sided adhesive tape. So, and it kind of looks like that worm in Dune. It's a little creepy. So I suggest that if you're doing this craft with double-sided adhesive tape like I am, you can use it to get it initially shut, but then top it with some glue from a glue gun to make it more permanent. And all I'm doing is putting the tape on, pinching the corners so that they're nice and firm and really attached, and you are going to love this. The results are just amazing. Sorry, I'm just going to put the tape here, but I realized after I filmed this last panel that I'm assembling it a little bit out of the camera shot. You'll see that all I'm doing is taping it, pinching it, attaching it, so that in the end I have this finished top. It's just, oh my gosh, so pretty. Now you can also string this with ribbons. It has this beautiful pedestal base, so it's intended to stand up, but oh my gosh, so beautiful. And here it is. This is the lantern that you and I just literally made. It measures about 7 inches tall, and notice how lovely it looks with the vellum. It just diffuses the lights that I put inside. And inside I put little battery operated 3-foot fairy lights. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you assemble my crafts. You can find my crafts on Etsy at o'neillartworks.com or online at lightboxsvg.com. Thanks. Have an amazing day.